So, hello Sandeep, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great, sir. Say how about you?
Yes, I'm pretty well, doing fantastic in my life. Thank you for your kind concern. So, as this is the first time interacting with you, sir, I would love to know about you. You can you
Yeah.
please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So hi, my name is Sandeep and I hail from Jharkhand. Currently, I'm working as a teacher at a private school where I specialize to teaching IT subject. My major is accounts and finance. In my free times, I enjoy reading books, learning languages, and starting with conversation with uh, and traveling. So it's my short intro.
Well, that's really great. And let me introduce myself now. My name is Shiv, and I'm from India, from northern part of the country, and my state name is Uttarakhand. Well, I'm a central government employee, and I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce. Or this year, I'm pursuing a master in economics. This is my final year. Moreover, I do teach English on different online applications, and I do have my own YouTube channel where I'm assisting so many learners by uploading videos about spoken English. So this is all from my side.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yep. So if you
Yeah.
have any question which you want to ask, so you are free to ask question to me now.
Okay, okay. So I want to ask some basic question and common question. So what is the way to learn English? Way means the tips and tricks for the beginner if they want to start from day first or day one.
Okay, that's really a beautiful question. I must say that, and I would be more than happy if I would reply this question. Say, Sandeep, the very first and foremost thing I want to remind to everyone is you all are from India, and English is not our native language. So, first of all, we have to familiar with this language. It means if I'm learning English or I'm learning English because of some reasons, and I'm being stuck at any point, or I'm fumbling, or I'm making many mistake anywhere, we shouldn't feel ashamed about it, right? As we are not born with this language. So we shouldn't expect the same level of perfectionism in English as native speakers have. Here's the first thing. Second thing, whenever you do something in your life, you must have a reason behind it. And same goes with this language as well. Before starting your journey of learning this language, one beginner or learner must ask one question to himself that why? Why I'm learning English? Do I have any powerful reason to master it or not? If he has, so definitely he can go with flow. But if he hasn't, so he has to find that reason first, because that powerful reason will gonna motivate and inspire him in order to master this language and putting his all effort and caliber to get hold on this language. Right. The third thing is,
Yeah.
the more we have vocabs, the better we can express our thoughts and ideas and emotions. So I would suggest to people that try to learn at least one or two vocabs on a daily basis, because a car without fuel is useless, gun without bullet is useless. Similarly, your English is useless without sufficient vocabularies. So learn vocabs and incorporate the same vocabs in your day-to-day spoken English. The fourth thing is, of course, practice makes a man perfect. We need to practice on a daily basis. And not only practice, in fact, focus practice. You have to practice on those areas where you feel that you are lacking with. It could be grammar, pronunciation, or anything, right? But make sure that you are practicing on daily basis. Even though for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's totally fine. But don't even abandon yourself with that practice. Now, fifth one is, I've seen many times people are literally bothered about grammar. They feel if I don't know grammar, I can't speak English. And that's totally wrong. What I believe that whatever grammar rules you have in your mind till now, just start from your journey there only. And you need to focus on flow and confidence first. That when you are speaking English, you should be in that position that you can speak English with anyone around the world without hesitation and shyness. Then after you can work for your accuracy and you can learn grammar. Now, sixth point is love your mistakes. It means people are often afraid of making mistakes. They think being a learner If I'll speak English and I'll make mistake, people are going to make fun of me and they are going to judge me. Right. So what I say that just try to avoid this kind of misconception in mind that if you make mistakes, so you are making a crime. No, making mistake is not a crime. Teachers make mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes. Being a human, we all are allowed to make mistakes, right? So embrace your mistakes and accept it, and then try to correct yourself by your own and own. And this is how you can speak English like flawless speaker. Now, next step is English speaking environment. What does it mean? Uh, the baby learns his language by imitating people's, by observing his parents, and this is how we all have learned our mother tongue, right? So you have to create an English speaking environment around you. Means whenever you are at your home, try to talk in English with your siblings, parents, friends, and whosoever are there around you. And if you don't find anyone to talk with, so just try to talk with yourself at your home, all right? But you have to involve yourself into this language. The next step is LRWS. What does it mean? It simply means listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So you have to give equal preference to all these modules because these are four pillars of English. Listen podcast, audiobooks, native speakers, good English speakers, and read at least one or two page. You can go for newspaper reading, story reading, depends on your choice. Then writing, you have to write journal. Means whatever you have done since morning till night, you have to write it down. Or you can write anything else, whatever you love to write about. Right? Now, last speaking, which we are doing right now, as we are talking to each other, this is more than enough for a speaking practice. But you have to speak. You have to open your mouth. You have to train your mouth muscles because English is our mind in our brain, but English is not in our tongue, right? Now, last but not least, English is just a language. It's not a rocket science that nobody can speak. Anyone can speak, but you have to give time to yourself. It means you have to be patient. Second, you have to enjoy that process. You don't need to over stress and over anxious about this language that I'm not learning what will happen. I'm going to be killed by someone. No, it's not going to happen with anyone, right? Now, third thing, be confident. Until unless you not believe in yourself that yes, you can do it, you can't even do it. And last, just try to be passionate, dedicated, enthusiastic, and honest with your learning. If you are loyal towards your learning, you can learn this language sooner or later, and this is how you can become the best version of yourself, and you can set example for others as well who have been struggling same as you are struggling right now. Yeah, I'm done. Over to you. Sorry for taking too much time.
Yeah, yeah, it was really so great, like tips and tricks for every beginner. They can really, if they follow, they could speak English. And yeah, it is a kind of language. No need to be worry or like take a stress. Make the learning fun. If you force yourself that you have to learn, you will give up very soon. And even we don't need to compare. You said, like, actually when we listen any native speaker or any good speaker, they are learning last few years, and you are just a beginner, so you will feel like how I can become, I have to complete compare. So no need to compare. You will be gradually improve your, everything will be improved. And patience also necessary. And when we talk about the the method, so yeah, we have to follow the method, our own method we can follow. And yeah, it is all about the rules and regulation that you said we have to follow. It is a way to speak, because we have to give time, because it is a language, or language need times practice, everything.
Okay, so yeah, that's great. And from my side, I have one question for you. Like, what made you to jump towards learning this language? Like, what was the reason behind it?
My region, or motto, actually when I was child, it was my dream to speak English. But I have started since Jan 2024, but I have been speaking Feb or March 20, from since March, I think, or Feb. So actually I have started lesson in each year, and I become, like that a person follow. So in this year I have decided to be very fluent in English. So I'm learning, or my motto to learn language, I want to talk to native speaker or person from all over the world. And even in future, I have to go abroad, like UK, because there is no environment. Even our education system only provide reading and writing, how to get good marks. They don't provide English environment. They don't focus on listening. So that's the reason we have to learn separately. When we study English in childhood, but still we can't speak, and we have, if you want to speak, we have to learn English separately. Again, the same thing for only speaking. So I want to be the person that I can break the barrier, and I can speak whenever I want to talk to any person all over the world. So even I want to learn one accent, that is British accent, because I think it is dominate all over the world. Because I have to talk to lot people from all over the world, more than 50 plus countries people. So when I talk, I feel like the accent problem and like that. So a neutral accent is British accent. If you know British accent, a British accent is a good accent. It is a formal accent of English origin from Britain. So yeah, and even I will go already. I said abroad like UK in future.
Wow, wow, that's really incredible. If you are planning to move abroad, and in fact, to in United States, that's really appreciable. At the same time, what I believe that English is just a language, no matter which accent you follow. All you need to
Yeah.
keep in account is whatever you are speaking, it should be understandable to your listeners. Means whatever you are speaking, you have to be make it quite comprehensible for everyone, right? And in addition to this, I told many times before many of people that we all are. Just give me 1 second. Okay, we all are just a learner, and English is not our mother tongue. So while learning this language, if we are trying to adopt any different accent, that's okay, fine. Learning an accent is not a crime, but using that accent is an art. For example, if you have learned an American accent, and if you're talking to someone who's from India and he's a beginner, and he's not going to understand you because he is not acquainted with that American accent, right? So there you lost the beauty of this language, honestly, because language else works as a bridge between two people having different languages, right? For example, if you are from, for example, Tamil Nadu, and your native language is Tamil, and I'm from Punjab, my native language is Punjabi. You don't know Punjabi, and I don't know Tamil. Now, how can we communicate with each other? But yes, you know English, I also know English. So, with the help of this language, English, being a common language, it can works, isn't it? We can talk in English with each other and we can convey our thoughts, ideas. But suppose if I'm speaking English and you're not getting me, what exactly I'm speaking, does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense, right? So learning an accent, okay, but using it is an art. That's what I believe. Okay, so I'm done with my question. If you have any question, you can ask.
Yeah, you said, I totally agree. But one thing, I'm watching movies last, I think 1 month to get fluent or understand. I always like to watch British movies. So
Okay.
I can't, I couldn't understand perfectly. Even I'm watching last 1 month. On every week, I try to watch one movie or two movies. So the region, the sound, I couldn't understand when I watch any Hindi, not Hindi, even any Indian people, they are speaking in English. I can understand, even I don't focus what they are speaking, but I can understand perfectly. Even when I watch any Indian movie dub in English, I could understand very perfectly. Even I can find the error. Even they are speaking some error words, sentences. But when I watch British movies, I don't talk about American. American English also easy, can understand very easily. But British movies is a kind of the things, still I'm struggling to learn British. The sound or the things I couldn't understand perfectly. I understand only maybe 70%.
Okay, so when it comes to understanding British accent, There are some steps that you can follow. If you are interested, then I can tell. Shall I?
Yeah.
Number one, I would suggest you just go through with IPA, British IPA. I
Yeah.
don't know if you heard about it or not, but if you heard, you can search
Yeah,
in
I know.
YouTube or
IP International Phonetic Alphabet.
yeah, International Phonetic Alphabet, right? There are two
Yeah.
IPAs. The one is American IPA, or the another one is British IPA, all right? So first, just try to learn those 44 sounds, like 24 consonant and 20 vowel sound. Even though involved, like there are some short vowel sound, long vowel sound, and monophthong, diphthong. It's a very deep topic, okay? Second thing you can do, like connected English. There are four parts of connected English. Like first one is intuition, assimilation, and there are two more. It will be take some time, so I'm not going to more into, but I can give you a brief. What is it all about? It's all about when you are going to mix two sounds and producing new sounds. When you are cutting some sound, like you drop the sound. Sometimes you add sound, right? So, for example, cutting sound father. We don't say father, but father, right?
Yeah.
And when it comes to adding sound, I am a become ama. I am a boy. I am a boy. I am a boy. I'm a boy. I am a boy or I'm a boy. So ama is just assimilation of different sounds, right? So that's the second thing. I'm telling you in very quickly because I'm running out with my time. Third one is just try to learn some slangs or often they use like catch potato, I wanna, I'm gonna, I don't know, right? And there are so many slangs they have been using. I would prefer you to don't use those slangs while in your formal spoken English. But if you are going to understand the accent, so you have to go through with this slangs as well, right?
Yeah.
A fourth one is shadowing techniques. And for that, I would suggest you BBC podcast. There are two people, they are just sitting with each other, and one is just speaking. So before the second guy starts speaking, you have to speak before him. And then just try to make a comparison between the way you have spoken and the way he's going to speak. If you find there is any kind of variation, you need to cover that gap of variation, right? For example, hey, hello, how are you? I'm doing great. Now listen to him. He said in the same way or he said in some other way, right? I'm doing great. Like everything, like word stress, the way he's going to roll his tongue, the air release, the glottal sound, and everything works. All right. So you need to, in short, I would say you need to follow the shadowing technique. You have to shadow them, right? The last but not least, which you have been doing, keep doing that. That is try to watch their videos, movies, web series, and understand what exactly they are speaking. Make sure the video which you have been using or watching, it has subtitle as well. So then only you can able to understand that what exactly they are speaking, right? So these are five tips which you can follow in order to understand British accent and British people so well. And if it is possible, you can use some application like Omegle and all, where you can talk with British people. So the more you'll talk with them, the better you can understand their language and their articulation, what they speak and how they are speaking. You can observe them. Okay. So, brother, actually, I'm running out with my time. I maybe you have some more question, but we can connect some other day,
Mhm.
and then we'll talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it later on. All right?
Okay. Okay. No issue. Okay. It was really so wonderful conversation, and thank you so much for giving me time.
You're most welcome, Bedam. It's all my pleasure. In fact, I have enjoyed this conversation. It was really fruitful and productive conversation between us. So looking forward to talk with again. Till now, till that time, just keep talking, keep learning, keep improving, keep shining. Wish you all the best. See ya.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.